What's good, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today again we are talking MLB The Show 22 predictions for the top 10 third baseman going into next year's game. Live series only. If you guys are excited for this one, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. But without further ado, hope you all enjoy the video, and let's get it.
Minika, watch me on Twitch, ooh, I'm streaming. I'm on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, red button beaming. Let's get that sub count, take over YouTube, ooh, we teaming. My content so hot, ooh, yeah, I'm steaming. Ooh, yeah, I'm steaming. Red button beaming.
Okay, everyone, so today we're talking the top 10 third basemen going into MLB The Show 22. These are my opinion based off who I think they're going to be giving the highest rating cards to going into next year's game. Doesn't necessarily mean I think the number one overall third baseman based off who I think their ratings are going to go to is actually the best third baseman in real life, just who I think is going to get the highest overall card going into MLB The Show 22. We'll also only be using primary third bases for this based off who I think is going to be the third baseman for that MLB team going into next year. We're not going to be using legends or any type of promo third basemen in this list because we don't know exactly which cards are going to be coming out at the beginning of the year besides the live series cards. I will be ranking the top 10 at every single position once the game actually does drop for MLB The Show 22, so make sure to look out for those videos. But let's get into this one. At number 10 to get us started, we're going to have Justin Turner, and I think Justin Turner probably going to be a low gold once again. His MLB The Show 21 card ended off at an 80 overall, and the man just doesn't decline at the plate. He still mashes at the plate. He's going to have solid contact numbers, solid power numbers as well. Pretty solid swing. The worst part about him is going to be his glove, his fielding stats, and that really bad speed. So that's going to hold him back from being a higher rated card to start off Diamond Dynasty. Probably going to have low 60s, mid 60s fielding stats with pretty slow speed, probably low 20s for the most part. But he's definitely going to mash at the plate. So if you're looking for a solid hitter to go into your lineup day one, Justin Turner could be that guy. At number 9, we are going to have Kris Bryant. Kind of similar card to Justin Turner. If you guys are watching on TikTok right now, we are doing top 10 predictions for MLB The Show 22 going into next year for every single position. So make sure to check out the YouTube channel, full videos on there. But Kris Bryant also can mash at the plate, really solid power numbers, contact as well, so very similar to Justin Turner in that aspect. They're also both pretty mediocre in the field defensively. At the third baseman spot, I would say Bryant is a little bit better than Justin Turner in the field. They're both in the 60s though for the most part in the fielding stats, but Kris Bryant does have better speed, a little bit better power, so I'd put Kris Bryant over Justin Turner. The 8th best third baseman in my opinion going into next year is going to be Johan Mankato, and this live series card at the end of MLB The Show 21 was criminally underrated. I can't believe it's a bronze. 74 overall. That's not going to be the case when MLB The Show 22 begins. I at least see him getting to a low gold card, probably 81, 82 overall, but it wouldn't surprise me as an 83, 84 overall. This man gets on base in real life. Doesn't have monster power numbers, but he's going to be solid contact wise. Should be mid to high 70s here, low 80s possibly in the ceiling for Johan Mankato's contact. He's solid in the field. His glove got better. He's solid on the base pads as well. He should be way higher than a 74 overall. I see Johan Mankato being a low gold card next year. At number 7, we are going to have Anthony Rendon, and Rendon is a tricky one to rank or predict in this video because he's only played about 100 games in the last 2 years, so I really don't know what SDS is going to do in terms of his rating for MLB The Show 22. Will they keep him at an 83 overall? I think that's pretty fair. When the man hits, he's a perennial hitter. His 2019 season with the Washington Nationals was amazing on that World Series run that they had. He's a great power hitter at the third baseman position. He can easily give you 30 home runs in a full 162 game season. So will they keep him at an 83 overall with pretty solid power numbers, solid contact as well? The worst part about him is his glove, but his glove is okay. It's not as bad as Kris Bryant or Justin Turner in my opinion. I wonder what they do with Anthony Rendon, but if they count him as healthy and they count him as an 83 overall, he's gonna be a solid budget option day one. At number 6, we have another guy that dealt with injuries in the 2021 season, Alex Bregman, but if he's fully healthy for a 162 game season, this guy could pretty much do it all. At the plate, very solid hitter in the field, pretty solid defensively as well, and has okay speed, so he can pretty much do everything for you. Pretty solid. Not a great hitter, not a great fielder or great on the base pads, but he can pretty much do it all. We have him at number 6. I think he's about the 6th best third baseman in real life as well. Before we get into my top 5 third baseman predictions for MLB The Show 22, if you guys are enjoying the video, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. In the comments down below, let me know what do you think I got wrong so far, what do you think I got right, but let's get back into it. At number 5, to get my top 5 started, we have Rafael Devers. Now Devers is amazing amazing at the plate, no doubt about it. Absolutely mashes at the plate, great swing in game and in real life. I expect the power numbers to be really solid. Contact as well, he's going to be great at the plate. What worries me about a Rafael Devers card is going to be the fielding. His defense not going to be great, even though he did improve a little bit in my opinion during the season for 2021. We'll have to see what they give his defense, but I can see the defense weighing down his live series card. If he was a really good defender, he would definitely be a top 3 third baseman in the game, but because he's not, I have him here at number 5. At number 4, and speaking of mashing at the plate, Austin Riley, what an improvement he made in the 2021 season for the World Series champion Atlanta Braves. This guy improved so much throughout the 2021 season. I believe he began MLB The Show 21 as a bronze. Now he's a low gold, and I expect him to be a high gold next year, maybe even a live series diamond going into next year's game. He mashes at the plate, especially against righty arms, which is great because the best pitchers in the game for the most part are always righties. Against lefties, he's okay. Contact wise, he's solid. Power wise, he's a little low. He actually was pretty solid defensively, wasn't great, wasn't horrible. He was okay in the field. Again, like Rafael Devers, that could weigh his card down just a little bit because if he had great fielding again, he would be a top 3 third baseman in the game. This card's always nasty in Battle Royale, especially at the beginning of the year because Riley has a great swing and he mashes at the plate. I think he's going to be a top 4 third baseman going into MLB The Show 22. At number 3, and this is where I believe we can get into the stud third basemans, the guys that can hit the ball really well and play insane defense as well. We'll start things off at number 3. I think it's going to be Manny Machado. He could probably tie with Nolan Arenado. They had very close seasons. It's close between Arenado and Manny Machado for number 2, but I'll put Machado here at 3. Arenado at number 2. Machado had a great season at the plate. He mashes, he can hit home runs, he can get on base. He had a really good batting average this year, and he can play insane defense as well. He's going to have high 80s, low 90s fielding stats. Cannon of an arm at the third baseman spot. They had at 92, and MLB The Show 21. I expect it to be pretty similar as well. Not the fastest guy in the world, but neither is Nolan Arenado, so they're very close in that aspect, but I do expect Machado to be amazing. At number 2, we have Nolan Arenado. I already said it was very close between Manny Machado and Nolan Arenado for number 2 on this list, but I went with Arenado. Arenado is one of the best third basemen defensively of all time, and he's going to have 99 fielding, going to have 99 reaction time with a pretty solid arm and solid arm accuracy as well, and he's pretty solid at the plate. I do prefer Machado at the plate by a little bit, but Arenado's not far behind. I do like Machado's stance a little better than Arenado's as well, but I'll take Arenado because he's a little bit better defensively. They're both pretty slow. Arenado 14 speed, Machado with 40 speed. I can definitely see them being the same overall, probably 89s, the same they are in MLB The Show 21, so they're probably going to be the same. So you can go number 2 Machado or number 3 Machado, whichever ones you want to do, but I have Arenado here at number 2. And last but not least, at number 1, don't think it's much of a debate here. I think the best third baseman going into next season in game and in real life is going to be Jose Ramirez. Switch hitting bat that can mash at the plate. He can play solid enough defense for you, and he can steal bags for you as well. So he can do every single part of the game that you want him to do. He can hit at the plate. He can field the ball pretty cleanly. Doesn't have the best arm, so that holds him back a little bit, I guess, but speed-wise, he's faster than Machado and Arenado by a lot, and he can steal you bases. So Jose Ramirez, I think, is going to be the go-to third baseman to begin the year for live series cards. So those are my predictions for the top 10 third baseman going into MLB The Show 22 for the live series cards, but something I want to check out really quickly, maybe we'll take a look at some legends and some future stars cards that maybe we can see in MLB The Show 22 to begin the year. That might be some pretty serviceable third basemans as well. I could see us getting a Spencer Torkelson future stars card to begin the year. Now he's not going to be a 99 overall, but maybe they give him the Wander Franco treatment that was a 90 overall at the beginning of the year. I could definitely see that for Spencer Torkelson. I believe Ali got a 90 overall as well to begin the year, so I can see Torkelson getting a 90 future stars card to begin the year. Wade Boggs, I think we got one at the beginning of the year, and George Brett as well, so I don't see these guys coming out again. I believe we got a Mike Schmidt at the beginning of the year as well, and Chipper Jones, he's a 99 overall, MLB The Show 21, so we're not going to be getting a Chipper for a while in MLB The Show 22, in my opinion. Maybe we get a better Paul Molitor card to begin the year. We got his 99 card. I want to see TA4. I don't think there was another Molitor in the game, so maybe we get a better one earlier on in the year. Maybe a better Donaldson at the beginning of the year. I know we got a 90. I believe he was the first headliner in MLB The Show 21. Vinny Castilla, he was a new legend, MLB The Show 21, so maybe we get a better version of him at MLB The Show 22 to begin the year, because the time he came out, he wasn't really usable anymore, in my opinion, because there was a lot better third baseman shortstops to put at third base at that point in the year. So I can see a Vinny Castilla earlier on in the year, like a 90 overall, would be pretty good. Eddie Matthews, we got a lot of him this year, so I don't expect him to come out. I could see us getting like a Pablo Sandoval card as well. Maybe a Kyle Seager, that could be a sneaky one, because Kyle Seager did retire this year, so maybe he could be like the AL Live Series Collection, a 99 version of him. That would be a really good card. Maybe it's the Live Series Collection. I don't think quite. I think we get Griffey for the Live Series Collections here. That's my bold prediction, because we got Griffey late in MLB The Show 20 and 21, so I have that feeling we're going to get Griffey early on MLB The Show 22, but we'll have to see what happens. Maybe a better Evan Longoria card as well. Joe Torre could return. Ryan Zimmerman. A lot of good options here, but again, nothing is confirmed, so we'll check it out when the game actually does drop, and then we'll have a full top 10 rankings of the top 10 third basemen in the game. Okay, everyone, that's gonna do it for the video today. Predictions for the top 10 MLB The Show 22 live series cards at the third baseman spot in the comments down below. Let me know, what do you agree with? What do you disagree with? If you enjoyed the video though and you found it useful, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new. Ton of content for MLB The Show coming on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok. Make sure to follow me at all my socials. But that's gonna do it for the video today, guys. See y'all in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Peace out.